How's it going? Just wanted to shoot an update of the saltwater tank. I'm about ready to do some work on this in a little bit before I go to town. One thing I wanted to talk about was see if I can check this guy out. Get a good. See how he has some spots in his head and his fins and everything like that. Bought a fish from my local fish store, I guess 2 weeks ago, and pretty sure that the fish had ick. It ended up dying within 48 hours of having it in my tank or whatever. I ended up coming down at 3 o'clock in the morning, finding it up in the filter, picking it out while it was still alive. I ended up bringing it back to the store. It was a whole long, it's the new place in town. I'm gonna wait a little while before I get fish from them, but anyway, so yeah, this guy got some spots on him. He was pretty bad earlier this week. I was kind of nervous that I was going to end up losing everything in the tank. But I started feeding him 2 times a day. Got a UV sterilizer. Read a ton of stuff on the internet that made me freak out. But I'm thinking that, since he's a healthy fish and it's a healthy tank, no real stressors, hopefully, it'll go away and never come back. I know the UV sterilizer will help, but I don't know. I only do saltwater because I was given this tank and my wife really likes it. I enjoy watching it. I enjoy the fish. That sailfin tang is one of my favorite in the tank. But, you go through the trials and tribulations. Like this carpet anemone moving over here, and I gotta move this canyon tree, something probably over here. But anyways, just wanted to do an update, tell you that story. I guess get a quarantine tank, or that's my problem is, I only have this 155 gallons, so getting a quarantine tank for this tank is kind of hard for me to do because they're not cheap, saltwater is not cheap, especially the way I have to do it because I don't have an RO system or anything. But every single one of these fish are fish I put in this tank and never had an issue with, but it takes that one. So far I haven't lost anything. This guy seems healthy and happy as ever, back to its normal self. There was a couple days where he was swimming up towards the filter and to get the water flowing through his gills and whatnot, but remember when I bought him, he had some spots on him just from stress and everything. So, and I read that sailfins can be susceptible to stuff because its slime coats are a little bit less thick than a lot of other fish, marine fish. So anyways, just wanted to tell that story. I don't know. I know everyone has their own opinions on it. I'm sure there's some people out there that think that I'm doing a horrible thing by not quarantining them and treating all my fish with copper, but I'd rather let them die, honestly, than do that. Take all the other fish up to the fish store and let them treat it the way they want to treat it, but I don't feel like I need to bathe them in copper or freshwater bath, and I'm not an expert on that stuff, so I'd hate to kill my fish a painful way. But I don't know. If you ever experienced marine ick or and not lost all your fish in your tank, let me know below. I know a lot of places I read says it's going to come back, and whatever, but only one of my fish actually was looking bad. And not even, horrible bad. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Listening to my rant. If you've had any other experiences, leave me a comment. I'd be curious to know how it worked out for you.